Here's how I spent 12 hours in Seoul, South Korea, and this is episode 3 of how I paired 4 countries on one trip when I visited Asia. So remember, I'm coming from Tokyo and my flight landed in Seoul at about 11:30 a.m. I chose to stay close to the airport because I had a flight the next day. Because I had such a short time, I had already booked a private tour guide on Get Your Guide, and this cost me $150. Now, I had to take a taxi from the hotel in the airport to go meet my tour guide at the Bukit village. The taxi cost me about $80 and it was about an hour and a half drive. Now I arrived at the Bukit village. It's a popular tourist destination in South Korea. And here you see a lot of hanbok stores where you can rent or buy a hanbok. The hanbok is the traditional South Korean costume. And you already know every time I travel, I love to experience the tradition and the culture. Now here's the cost of renting the hanbok. And I think it cost me all of like $20 or a bit less. I got to rent mine for about 3 hours. And I love the fact that they're going to dress you, they're going to style you, and they're also going to style your hair. I think that's really cool. Now, while you watch me get styled in the hanbok, I want to tell you this. The side effect of doing day trips like this and spending just one day in one country is that you're tired, you're exhausted, and I think I could have enjoyed the experience a lot more if I had more time. But then again, I flew 14 hours to Asia. I was trying to make the most of it. So while I'm glad I was able to check South Korea off of my bucket list, I'm hoping I can come back again someday and truly enjoy the South Korean experience. All right, let's continue this. So they styled my hair and the outfit was given royalty. It was given regal. It was given princess. If I was a South Korean, I probably would be feeling like a princess every day. Okay, our first stop was the National Palace Museum, just opposite the palace. It's a very popular palace. It starts with a G and I honestly cannot say the name. I didn't go inside the palace, but I did take some very nice pictures and videos outside the palace. There were tons of other tourists there, so taking it all in was already overwhelming as it is, so I just settled for the outdoor view. And then we headed to the actual village where it's like a little estate. I don't even know how to describe it. It was so beautiful. People actually do live there, and there were signs everywhere telling us to keep our voices down. Again, lots of tourists in the area. I wish I had better videos to better show you how these homes look like, especially the roofs. Nothing like anything I've ever seen. So I 100% recommend this activity if you're going to Seoul. At this time, I was tired, exhausted, and we had one more stop to make. So we went back to the hanbok place to return the hanbok, and now we were headed to Gangnam, another popular tourist destination in South Korea. It's an hour and a half away from the hanbok village. And in the next episode, I will do some deep dive into this Gangnam style sign, statue, whatever, and this library. It's very popular in South Korea. I feel like everyone who has ever done a South Korea content, I've always used this library in their content. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.